It's 3:30. I'm going to go ahead and start recording. So let's just pretend we have a bunch of people on with us. So anyway, real quick, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tom, Chief Conductor Black. I'm here with my good friend, Eric Rizzo. Greetings, Earthlings. Just wanted to talk about social media. One of the reasons that all of you are in this group or are seeing this message is because of some social media marketing I have done or I've here in my personal circle, and I've invited you. But since yesterday morning, we have added 103 members to this group. And I really want to start off with Facebook groups. And so the first thing I wanted to share is, before I get into too much detail, is I came down to Florida. What was it, Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. And we've done some driving for dollars. We found a new buyer. Tell me about the buyer that we found. Do you remember?
The buyer situation was awesome.
Yeah.
You bring on the phone with that person who revealed she was a real estate agent, and her client was a rental buyer. And when she mentioned you were a licensed agent in a different state, she kind of got nasty and was like, "What are you doing? You're licensed in this state. What are you doing looking at properties in here? Like, how dare you look at properties outside of your state?"
Right.
And I thought that was going to be the end of the call.
Right.
But you were able to maintain your composure, and you spoke to her in a way that she kind of became like your best friend.
Right.
She shared her information about her client who buys properties as long as 10% or better return, he'll buy it. He has unlimited capital, and expense is not something he's afraid of.
Right.
And if you didn't turn that phone call around the way you did, that's a gold mine that would not have been
right
in our resources now.
Right. And it was definitely fun. And so the thing is that the reason I called this group the marketing, networking, and negotiating with the people conductors, because not only are those three passions of my life, but we always want, we're all in the marketing business. None of us are in the real estate business. None of us are just in the loan officer business, or if you're a realtor, the realtor business. You're in the marketing business. You're marketing yourself, your services, or your products. So one of the things that I do in marketing is that I make sure that everybody knows that if they want to have a consistent and significant social media presence, that they want to start, for example, with Facebook groups. So I like to call them communities, where you as an entrepreneur can create a group, invite your sphere of influence, people that your prospects, people you're already doing business with, and provide them with content and value about your products and services without actually offering or asking for any sales or return. So if you have a business, if you want to do real estate investing, it's imperative that you join as many groups in your market or the markets that you want to target. But certainly you also want to create your own. And so one of the things that we do with our clients online is we help them build Facebook groups or create them and help them with some of the content. We also do the same thing with Facebook pages. So if you're an entrepreneur online, you should be making sure that you have Facebook groups and Facebook pages that highlight the business that you have. I don't know. How many Facebook pages do you have? Do you know?
I have probably about 10.
10. Yeah, I think I've got 10 or 12. And I think I manage like 12 or 15 groups. And, I'm building them up all the time. And I found that's a great way to stay connected. A lot of the people in this group here, the marketing, networking, and negotiating group, they've come from other groups. I did some posts yesterday in a couple of different groups, and I think I got about 300 responses. So some of you who will see this, you're going to be able to understand a little bit about what I was doing. But I posted and said something along the lines of, I've closed 286 real estate transactions. And so I actually closed deal number 287 on Friday. And a lot of what I've done, especially over the past 3 to 4 years, I have found buyers, sellers, and sold properties in Facebook groups before I even knew about automation. And have you ever used bots for anything in your business, or are you a little bit familiar?
I'm familiar with them.
Okay. So basically, let's just use a simple example. If you belong to Facebook groups, obviously you posted in the Facebook group to, that you were interested in finding out more about social media. So you posted in the group, and then I responded to you. So one of the things that you need to understand is that with the automation and the software that's now available out there, you can actually set up through various softwares. We do this for ourselves and other investors and agents, is we can set up automated campaigns where we're putting out content 10, 12 times a day in multiple groups every day. And the way the software is set up and the intervals in which it goes out, you can avoid Facebook jail. Have you ever been in Facebook jail?
I have not.
Oh, wow. Well, you're fortunate, man. Facebook doesn't like speed and repetition. So if you're only posting manually, if you're posting a lot during one day, they may shut you down. They may suspend your account for a short period of time, and you just have to wait. So the good news about some of the software is that it helps avoid that situation. So, if anybody wants to private message me or Eric and get in touch with us, we'll certainly give you that information on how to get a hold of us. But if you want us to go over some of the things we're doing with our clients, friends, and our own business, we can give you some content and things that you want to put out and things that we're finding that are working in these groups. So like I said, the software will post automatically on a daily basis, 24/7 in multiple groups. And then one of the things that you want to do, like in this case, all that are in the group or have joined the group over the past couple of days, that I did manually. I followed up with everyone manually, but you can set up a messenger bot where when someone comments on a post that we do for you or that we create together, then we can connect the messenger bot to start interacting with that person who commented through their private messenger, and it can qualify the lead. So the bot can ask them qualifying questions and then ultimately send them to a Facebook page where you can where they can get more information, or it can send them to a website where they can fill out a number of questions. What are you looking to get for the house? Does it need any repairs? That type of thing. And so with automation, we can help you generate leads, unique leads. So these are not lists that we're creating. We can help you build a buyer's list, but same principle applies, is we're going to put up different posts, different content. Maybe we're posting a deal for sale, and then people have the opportunity to fill that out and give their buying criteria. Are you familiar with Investor Carrot?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So what I've done, so far in January, I've closed 8 real estate transactions, which came from one buyer that we had from New York City, and he's buying packages of properties in Baltimore. So we had a property for sale, and this is a golden nugget. You guys might want to write this down, but we posted the deal, beds, baths, and then at the very bottom we put for details on this and other investment properties. please enter your contact information and buying criteria. And then we give them a link to our website, our buyer capture page, whatever. So again, it's for more details on this and other investment properties, please enter your contact information and specific buying criteria. You put your buyer capture page. If it's Investor Carrot, you'll put in your name and your email, and then it'll take you to the next page, which will ask probing questions. Do you do buy and hold? Do you do fix and flip? Whatever it might be. So the thing that I just wanted to mention to you is that to increase the exposure that you have online, groups and pages are essential. They're free to create. We can definitely help you do it. We've done it successfully. We've built groups, and we're building more groups all the time, getting more interaction and likes on your pages, and making sure that we're putting out good content to the people that are out there. And so that's it in a nutshell as far as some of the marketing that we're doing right now. So what we want to do is find any of you folks that are looking to close more deals and make money and more money in 2019. That's why I've created the group. That's why we're doing this. And again, we're recording this session, and we will put it on the group or in the group. I'm also going to upload it to YouTube, and I am going to put it in the chat bar, but I'm also going to mention it if you want to jot it down. My real estate YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/realtortb. And I want to thank you, the people that have joined over the past few days. There's a number of people in this group who have joined or have subscribed to the YouTube channel. So we definitely want to always be putting out good content. So anyway, that was just kind of a brief rundown of some of what we're trying to accomplish here. So if you do not have groups and pages and you haven't used automation yet, that's really the purpose of this group, is that we want to help you with your marketing. We want to help you network in your market. Eric and I have thousands of contacts locally and nationally. We're actually coming to you live from Clearwater, Florida right now. But how long have you lived here?
I've lived in the Tampa area for 20, coming up on 20 years.
Okay, so you know, and Tampa's a pretty good market for investors.
It's crazy good.
Yeah,
Crazy
nice.
good.
I imagine you know a few folks because of that and
Yes,
being
yes,
around.
I do.
Outstanding.
I'm very, very fortunate to meet some amazing people that happen to be national speakers that choose this area, and you can hang out with them and see them face to face and
Right,
pick their brain from time to time. It's amazing.
right.
It's amazing.
Eric and I, we fancy ourselves network masters because we've got the gift of gab. Would you say?
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't meet a whole lot of strangers. So the key is get your marketing machine rolling. We can definitely help you with that. We can definitely help connect you with local and other investors around the country to help you build your business, especially if you're brand new. And then one of the things that we're doing with a couple of clients that we've brought on recently is we do lead generation and lead conversion with them. So we're actually generating the leads. When the leads come in, we'll get on the phone with you and the seller, and we'll negotiate the deal. So there's really no one out there doing that. There are people who sell software. There are people who sell services. But we really want to be an active part of your business. So so that being the case, I'm going to wrap this up here in just a second. But you definitely want to go and check out my YouTube channel. Definitely feel free to, and I'm going to put this up here as well. Go to thepeopleconductor.com. And Eric, what is your email? Because I'm going to put that in here as well. And do you want me to use one of your websites too? Or just you want to do just the email?
Just the email's fine.
Okay. Was it erizzo727
Yes, at Gmail.
at Gmail?
Yep.
Okay. Now, that is the area code down here in this general area, 727 or 813. So you can definitely get in touch with us that way. We really, like I said, we're going to upload this into YouTube. We're recording it right now. As soon as we end the recording, it will start to upload, and within minutes, we'll put it in the group and on YouTube, and you'll be able to find it right away. And those people who want more information, I'm also going to put my email on here as well, which is peopleconductor@gmail.com. And we definitely look forward to the opportunity to collaborate with you to help you close more deals. And how many houses do you say you flipped, roughly?
I would say probably, I don't know, 50 or more.
Okay. Now, were they all rehabs, fix and flips, or did you do some wholesales in that number?
No, I was I'm a fix and flip guy.
Okay.
No, that's what I've done. That's what I enjoyed. You know, but there are so many different facets of real estate. Passive income is
Yeah, that's the key.
it's king.
I call it pajama money.
Yes.
Pajama money or mailbox money.
Yes.
You know, because here's the thing: is that most of us are trained at the time we're young to go to school, maybe go to college, get a job, and work for 40 years building someone else's dream. And so, you know, I brought on two people in our business over the last 24 hours. One is in the car business in another state, and he wants to get out of the car business because he's, 50, 60, 70 hours a week as a manager on salary. So, you know, if you any of you've worked on salary before, you're basically, you know, making less than an hourly person in many cases. And then I was talking to a friend of mine here who is actually a pharmacist, and, you know, he's burnt out. And that's what happens is that, you know, most of us in most jobs, most positions, even in technical positions, most of us are replaceable. And so they push you as hard as they can. The American way, as far as the capitalistic corporate environment, is most employers will pay you just enough so you don't quit. Most employees will work just hard enough not to get fired. So productivity is really never high on the list. And if you're not being as productive as you could be, you know, they'll just replace you and find someone else. And, you know, we certainly heard horror stories where people put in 20, 30 years and they were downsized because they're too old and they make too much money or whatever it might be. So our ultimate goal here, Eric and I are self-employed and have been for quite some time. Our goal, how long have you been self-employed?
Probably coming up on about 10 years, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been self-employed myself since 2004. So again, our goal here is to add value to your business, to help you in marketing, networking, and negotiating in ways that may not be really, really strong. So that's really all I wanted to kind of go over. We're going to do some more of these on a consistent basis. We're going to upload this shortly. Is there anything that you wanted to add as we kind of wrap up? Any other thoughts that you have swimming around in that beautiful mind?
Well, I think that there's a lot that's that'll be covered as far as like negotiating that.
Right.
So I'm like excited about that because there's so much to learn about negotiating. There are so many things I've learned personally in the past several years from my great mentors. Changed my mindset. My mindset used to be all about me and gung ho and what can I do and how much money can I make, And then, you know, there are things you learn where your mind shift changes a little bit and you become way more successful once that mind shift happens.
And what do you think was one of the key points of that shift? I mean, where you weren't focusing on the money, you're saying? And you focus more on you focus
on other people's needs.
Right.
and not your own.
Nice. And it's
One-
counterintuitive for most.
And right, and you have to be genuine about it. Once you become genuine about it, and that becomes like, you know what, I'm looking more to help other people. That's when money just really comes to you without any
Abundantly, because you're adding value. Not, and I don't want to get too cosmic on you on a Monday afternoon, but you know, as you create more abundance, as you help others create more abundance. And so it's hard sometimes because the public school education or public education doesn't build you up to become a great entrepreneur. And John D. Rockefeller and the elite establishment's ultimate goal in 1904, when they established public education, was to create better educated employees. And that was the mission. So here we are, what is that, 114 years later, the public education system hasn't changed at all. I mean, the only thing that I know that changed was Common Core. And it's like, hey, you know what? Instead of taking 2 steps, why don't you take 5? And I haven't been able to understand that. But we definitely want to thank you all for being part of this group. We're going to be doing what we can to bring you some more tremendous content and you know, continue to build this community of entrepreneurs and do all that we can to help each other. So, Eric, I want to thank you for joining me, for joining us, and I'm going to wrap this up now, and I will drop the link into our Facebook group for those people who were not able to join us today. So anyway, we're signing off now, and we'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you so much.